Trent Alexander-Arnold's move to Real Madrid, a shocking betrayal. In the world of football, player transfers can often send shockwaves through clubs, fans, and entire communities. One such transfer that has recently ignited passionate discussions is the agreement between Liverpool's star right-back, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Real Madrid. This move, which sees Alexander-Arnold committing to a 5-year deal with the Spanish Giants, has been perceived by many as a significant betrayal to Liverpool FC. With head coach Arne expressing his surprise and disappointment, the ramifications of this transfer are far-reaching. A rising star at Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold, born in West Derby, Liverpool, has been a product of the Liverpool Youth Academy. His rise through the ranks has been meteoric, culminating in his debut for the first team in 2016. Since then, he has established himself as one of the best right-backs in the world, known for his exceptional crossing ability, tactical intelligence, and playmaking skills from the back. His contributions were pivotal in Liverpool's success, including the Champions League victory in 2019 and the Premier League title in 2020. As a local lad, his journey from the academy to the first team has resonated deeply with the Liverpool faithful, who saw him not just as a player, but as a symbol of the club's rich heritage. The announcement, a shocking twist. The news of Alexander-Arnold's agreement with Real Madrid broke like a thunderclap on the footballing landscape. Liverpool fans, who had grown to adore the player, were met with disbelief and anger. The announcement came just as the club was preparing for the new season, with high hopes of building on their recent successes. In a statement, Real Madrid highlighted Alexander-Arnold's potential to further enhance their already star-studded lineup. The move was framed as a step towards a new era for the club, but for Liverpool, it felt like a dagger to the heart. Liverpool's perspective. From Liverpool's viewpoint, losing Alexander-Arnold is not merely about the departure of a talented player, it represents a deeper sense of betrayal. The club had invested time, resources, and faith in his development. For many fans and analysts, this transfer signifies a breakdown in loyalty, a sentiment that is highly regarded in football culture. Liverpool's management expressed their disappointment, emphasizing the importance of player commitment to the club's values and aspirations. The shockwaves of this transfer are felt particularly acutely given that it comes at a time when the club is striving to reclaim its status as a dominant force in both domestic and European football. Arne Slot's reaction. Head coach Arne Slot's reaction to the news was one of surprise, reflecting the sentiments of many within the club. Slot, who had recently taken charge at Liverpool, had been optimistic about the squad's prospects and had been relying on the leadership and experience of players like Alexander-Arnold. In a press conference, Slot commented, "I had spoken to Trent about our vision for the team, and I believed he was on board with us. His departure is unexpected, and it leaves a gap that will be challenging to fill." Slot's words highlight the trust and expectation that had been placed on Alexander-Arnold, making the transfer all the more poignant. The players' reaction. The reaction among Alexander-Arnold's teammates has also been mixed, as many were taken aback by the news. Players who had shared the pitch with him, celebrated victories, and endured the rigors of training sessions felt a sense of loss. One teammate, speaking anonymously, expressed, "Trent has been a key part of our dressing room. His work ethic and dedication have always inspired us. It's hard to imagine the team without him." This sentiment encapsulates the camaraderie and bond that players forge over time, making the departure of a key member all the more impactful. The fans' outcry. The Liverpool fanbase erupted in a mix of outrage and heartbreak following the announcement. Social media platforms became battlegrounds for opinions, with many fans expressing feelings of betrayal. "How could Trent leave us for Madrid?" And, "He was one of our own," were common refrains echoing through the online community. Fans took to the streets and online forums to voice their discontent, with some even questioning the player's loyalty. The emotional connection between fans and players is a cornerstone of football culture, and Alexander-Arnold's departure has undoubtedly strained that bond. What this means for Liverpool. With Alexander-Arnold's move to Real Madrid, Liverpool faces a critical juncture. The club must now regroup and reassess its strategy moving forward. The right-back position, previously secured by one of the best in the world, now requires immediate attention. Liverpool's scouting team will likely be under pressure to identify a suitable replacement, one who can not only fill the void left by Alexander Arnold but also contribute to the team's ambitions. The club may also need to consider a shift in tactical approach, as Alexander Arnold's unique skill set was integral to their attacking style. The impact on Real Madrid. For Real Madrid, securing Alexander Arnold is a statement of intent. The club's history is steeped in acquiring top talent, and adding a player of Alexander Arnold's caliber only serves to bolster their already formidable squad. His ability to contribute defensively while providing attacking impetus makes him a valuable asset in La Liga and European competitions. Coach Carlo Ancelotti will be keen to integrate Alexander Arnold into the team quickly, utilizing his talents to enhance Real Madrid's style of play. The club's supporters are eagerly anticipating how he will adapt to the Spanish game and what impact he will have on the team's fortunes. The broader implications. This transfer also raises questions about the broader landscape of football. As clubs like Real Madrid continue to attract top talent, smaller clubs may struggle to retain their stars. The financial muscle of elite clubs often leads to a talent drain, which can have detrimental effects on the competitive balance within leagues. Moreover, the emotional aspect of player loyalty is increasingly being tested. As football becomes more commercialized, the notion of loyalty to a club is evolving. Players are faced with tough decisions that often prioritize personal ambition and financial security over emotional ties. Conclusion. A new chapter. As Trent Alexander-Arnold embarks on this new chapter with Real Madrid, the implications of his transfer will resonate for years to come. For Liverpool, this represents a painful goodbye to a beloved player who embodied the spirit of the club. The fans, management, and players must now navigate the uncertain waters left in the wake of his departure. While the football world watches closely, the true test for both Alexander Arnold and Liverpool lies in how they adapt to this significant change. For Real Madrid, the hope is that they have secured not just a player, but a future star who will help etch their name further into the annals of football history. In the end, football is a game of unpredictability, and while this chapter closes for Liverpool, it opens anew for Alexander Arnold and Real Madrid, reminding us all of the ever-evolving nature of the beautiful game. The shocking transfer. Arnold's move to Real Madrid leaves Arne Slot reeling. In the ever-dynamic world of football, few moves stir as much emotion as a player's transfer to one of the sport's most iconic clubs. This was precisely the sentiment that enveloped Arne Slot, the manager of Liverpool, when he learned of Arnold's unexpected decision to join Real Madrid at the end of the 2024-2025 season. What was supposed to be a routine conversation about contract negotiations ended in a wave of betrayal and confusion, leaving both the manager and fans grappling with the implications of this high-profile move. A promising start. Arnold's journey at Liverpool had been nothing short of remarkable. After joining the club, he quickly established himself as a key player, contributing significantly to their success on the pitch. Under Slot's guidance, Arnold flourished, showcasing his skills and becoming a fan favorite. The two had built a strong rapport, with Slot believing that their mutual trust and respect would lead to a contract extension that would secure Arnold's future at the club. As the 2024-2025 season approached, Slot felt optimistic. He had envisioned discussing a new deal with Arnold, confident that their shared ambitions for the club would lead to a fruitful negotiation. The manager had plans, dreams, and a vision for the next chapter at Feyenoord, and he believed Arnold was integral to that future. The betrayal. However, the news of Arnold's agreement with Real Madrid hit Slot like a thunderbolt. The shock was not merely due to the transfer itself but the manner in which it unfolded. Slot had been under the impression that Arnold was committed to Liverpool, and he felt blindsided when he discovered that discussions had already taken place behind closed doors. It felt like a betrayal, Slot admitted in a recent interview. "We had built a relationship based on trust, and I genuinely believed Arnold would come to me first if he ever considered leaving. To hear that he had already agreed to join Madrid was heartbreaking." This sense of betrayal was compounded by the fact that Slot had invested time and energy into nurturing Arnold's talent, only to see him slip away to one of the world's most storied clubs. The impact on Liverpool. The ramifications of Arnold's transfer extend far beyond the manager's personal feelings. Feyenoord now faces the daunting task of filling the void left by their star player. With Arnold's departure, the club not only loses a talented midfielder but also a vital leader on and off the pitch. Fans are left wondering how the team will adapt, and whether they can maintain their competitive edge without Arnold's contributions. Slot, while grappling with the emotional fallout, is also tasked with the challenge of rallying his squad. He must instill confidence in his players and redirect their focus toward the future. "We need to regroup and find new ways to succeed," Slot stated. "It's a tough situation, but we will rise to the challenge." Feyenoord has always been about resilience. A new chapter for Arnold. For Arnold, the move to Real Madrid represents a dream come true. Joining a club with such a rich history and a roster filled with world-class talent is an opportunity few players can resist. While he may have left behind a chapter filled with growth and camaraderie at Feyenoord, he steps into a new world where the stakes are even higher. As he prepares to don the iconic white jersey, Arnold is undoubtedly aware of the expectations that come with it. The pressure to perform will be immense, but it's a challenge he seems ready to embrace. "I'm excited about this new adventure," Arnold said. "Real Madrid is a club that demands excellence, and I'm ready to give my all." Conclusion. The unexpected transfer of Arnold to Real Madrid has sent shockwaves through Feyenoord, leaving Arne Slot grappling with feelings of betrayal and loss. As both parties navigate the aftermath, one thing is clear: the world of football is ever-changing, and loyalty in the game is often tested. While Slot must regroup and forge a new path for Feyenoord, Arnold embarks on a journey filled with promise and potential at one of football's greatest clubs.